Hello, xin chào tất cả mọi người. Thì hôm nay là sẽ lên livestream để giới thiệu với mọi người một cái trường phổ thông ở bên Anh mà rất là được phổ biến cũng như là rất là được biết tới bởi các bạn du học sinh của 012 và đã có rất là nhiều những cái thế hệ du học sinh trước của 012 hiện tại là đã thành công mà đã từng học ở ngôi trường này rồi. Đó chính là trường Bosworth. Thì cũng như thường lệ thì cái buổi livestream ngày hôm nay sẽ được phát sóng trực tiếp qua 8 kênh 012 VN Du học và định cư Anh Quốc, 012 Global Education Consultancy, văn phòng luật sư UK, dịch vụ mortgage và kế toán ở Anh, Naomi Nguyễn Official Fan Page và kênh YouTube chính thức của Naomi Nguyễn, 012 Việt Nam, kênh YouTube của 012 Việt Nam và fan page tư vấn du học 012 Global. Thì như mọi người đã được biết thì 012 chính là tiền thân của 012 chính là Sky9 với hơn 10 năm kinh nghiệm trong việc giúp đỡ và hỗ trợ cộng đồng Việt Nam xuất sắc ở các mảng định cư, kế toán, du học và nay thì có thêm cả cái mảng bất động sản nữa. Và mục đích của buổi livestream ngày hôm nay thì 012 muốn giới thiệu tới các bạn ngôi trường phổ thông có chất lượng đào tạo hàng đầu tại nước Anh với tỷ lệ học sinh đổ vào các trường đại học top đầu như là Oxford hay là Cambridge cực cao. Đó chính là trường Bosworth Independent College. Và để buổi livestream ngày hôm nay có thể chia sẻ với các bạn những thông tin chân thật và hữu ích nhất, 012 Global có mời đến đây một cái người đại diện của trường. Thì anh ấy tên là Luke Foster, thì là đại diện của trường Bosworth International Independent College. Cho nên là nếu như mà mọi người có bất kỳ những cái câu hỏi nào hoặc là những cái thắc mắc nào trong suốt cái buổi livestream này thì mọi người có thể viết vào trong cái phần comment của cái livestream. Mọi người lưu ý là viết vào trong cái phần bình luận của 8 cái page mà mình vừa mới đọc tên thì nó mới hiện lên bên trên này để mình có thể collect lại nhé. Thì bây giờ là cái buổi livestream ngày hôm nay sẽ được nói hoàn toàn là 100% tiếng Anh. Cho nên nếu như mà mọi người có câu hỏi nào thì một là mọi người có thể hỏi bằng tiếng Anh, hai là mọi người sẽ viết câu hỏi bằng tiếng Việt và em sẽ dịch lại bằng tiếng Anh. Sau đó sau khi mà cái buổi livestream này được phát sóng ở trên YouTube thì mình sẽ có những cái subtitle ở bên dưới này để mọi người có thể hiểu được, hoặc là nếu như mà mọi người cần thêm thông tin thì mọi người có thể gọi vào cái số điện thoại ở bên này thì mọi người sẽ được trả lời cũng như là giải thích một cách cụ thể nhất. Okay, so I will be inviting Luke to the live stream. So if you don't mind, can you please introduce yourself and a little bit about Bosworth?
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name's Luke Foster. So I currently recruit students to Bosworth Independent College, which falls under the CATS Global Schools brand. So just a little bit about Bosworth and what we're all about at Bosworth, our history, and so on. So we've been established for around 40 years now, based in Northampton, which is around an hour away from London. So we're a non-traditional college that recruits students to our schools from the ages of 13 to 19 years old. The type of programs that we offer at Bosworth Independent College are Year 9, GCSE, A levels, where we have a 2-year A level and a 1-year A level. We have a high school experience program, and we also have a BTEC in business. The last program that we also offer for older students is a university foundation program. So what does non-traditional mean? So I think non-traditional, as some of you may know, it's not that we are kind of like that Harry Potter boarding school type of vibe. Students get to wear their own uniform. It's more on an informal basis. So it will bring you out of your shell. It will give you the chance to go independently and express yourself and grow. So I think the main two aspects and the main subjects that we really focus on at Bosworth. One is the medicine and the medicine faculty at our school. And the second one is our Oxbridge and our Oxbridge candidates. that have gone through our school. So I mean, we've had some great student success stories, especially from Vietnam. We're very well known in Vietnam and have been in the market for over 10 years now. For 2021, we had a student, for example, go on to a medicine student or science student go on to study natural sciences at Cambridge. We had 6 students in total on the medic program. 4 got offers and 4 got successful placements as well. We've got lots and lots of student alumni from our college, which I'm more than happy to put them in touch if needs be. We then have our A-level results, so that's combined from UK and international students as well. In 2020, we had around 53% A-star A, and this year we have grown and rised up to above that 60% mark for A-star to A-level, which is an absolutely outstanding achievement. We then have our GCSE side, where we had some great students stand out. They were British students. One of the students actually ended up getting 5 9s, 3 A's and 1 7 at GCSE, which is equivalent to A-star, A and B's, which is absolutely fantastic work. And she's gone on to study the sciences at the maths and A-level. So I think in regards to scholarships and what we look for from students, for those students who think they have the right to achieve a scholarship. So I think definitely students that are quite confident, their English level. English is so important as we are quite a non-selective college in terms of that your grades don't need to be already at A grades and B grades like some school. We give the opportunity to all of our students and all types of students to maybe come in at C grades and B grades and then rise from there. I think the other thing that we like to see from a student is obviously punctuality. So that's so important. Being punctual, being on time, listening to the teachers, debating with your classmates, and just following the rules and enjoying your time whilst at the college itself. I can see that 2 seconds. You've put Naomi has put a question in the chat box, and that is: does Bosworth have any scholarships for Vietnamese students, and what do students need to do to get the scholarship? So I think we do. We do offer scholarships. We offer up to 40% on the tuition fees. And that is obviously for very academic students. For a 40% scholarship, the majority of our students who have received the 40% scholarship have had around B grades or A grades or equivalent to that when joining the school. So in the Vietnamese system, I think that's a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 in most of their subjects. In terms of bursaries, we can offer up to 20% on the tuition fees. This is because we obviously like to give those more academic students and those more passionate and potential students a chance to prove themselves and get that higher scholarship. That's something they deserve. So the scholarship process and the application process, so to speak, is straightforward. It's simple. So starting off, so what happens is I send over the application form, you fill that out, and then send that back to me with your passport copy and 2 years of school report. From there, you choose whether you want to sit a scholarship if you want to apply for a scholarship, and then you will be taking the scholarship entrance exams. Depending on what program you're joining will depend on the exams that you take. But for a GCSE student, it would be maths, science, and an English exam. From there, we mark the test. We give out then you have an interview. That will be with the global director or with the principal from the school. And then we would send your offer letter out. Usually an application, or we would hope to be able to turn around an application, just depending on test times and student availability as well, within 2 weeks or so. Are there any other questions that anyone would like to put into the chat box?
Yep, so there's a couple more questions just down here, so I'm just going to pop them on the screen for you. So Naomi is actually our manager. I think she's asking for the students or the parent. Well, I have a daughter who is 14 years old and currently in grade 9 in Vietnam. I want to send her to study high school in the UK at Bosworth next year. What level can she attend?
Yeah, so if she turns, depending on whether the young lady in question turns 15 by next September, she would be able to join our 1-year GCSE program. So that's essentially a fast track program. It's essentially doing 2 years of GCSE in 1 year. Most students who do the 1-year GCSE program come out with between 5 to 7 GCSEs in total. Our GCSE program is made up of maths, English, obviously, and then the science is compulsory, and then you have the selection from around 15 extra subjects which you can choose from to make up your 5 to 7 subjects for your program. The other option would be, depending on the student's English level, they could join the pre-sessional English starting this January. So that's kind of like a high school experience program where you will be able to integrate yourself into the UK curriculum and into the UK life. It will mainly be focusing on English, but it will also be focusing on some core GCSE content as well. So you would come for 2 terms and then you would start your 1-year GCSE program after those 2 terms.
That's great. Thank you for answering that question. I think one of our consultants has got this question from a student as well. I'm planning to study A level at Bosworth. I aim to get into Oxbridge. Then what would Bosworth do to help me achieve that?
Yeah, so I think a great question. We have multiple extra learning streams which you can go down if you join Bosworth. So that's obviously outside of your class timetable itself. So extracurricular. So depending on the degree that you want to study. So we have a senior leadership team. So you'll be meeting with a member of the senior leadership team, and they're there to help you and guide you throughout your studies at the college. So you'll be able to talk to them about your UCAS application, your personal statement. We also have things like an EPQ, which is an extended project qualification. That's essentially a 5,000 word mini dissertation. And it shows Oxbridge, it shows Oxford and Cambridge and these top Russell Group universities that you do actually have a passion for the degree that you want to study in the subjects that you want to study in the future. There's no right and wrong when it comes to the EPQ. It's your own self-learning, so to speak. Apart from there's obviously staff there to help guide and support you throughout that EPQ. The other things that we offer for all of our students, not just Oxbridge candidates, but we also have practice interviews. So that's interviews with staff at the college, also interviews with external specialists that may come into the school as well. If you're looking to study medicine or something down that route, then we help set up different work experience programs, voluntary placement programs, because that is what you need to go and study that route in the future. We also have public speaking, presentational skills programs. So that's really helpful. Obviously, being able to confidently present in front of an audience of 20 to 50 people is an amazing skill to have. I think it's needed in all careers throughout your life. So whatever route you decide to go down, presentational skills is a must. On top of that, you have the chance to join our Student Plus scheme. So that's maybe run to become a student council member or head of your year. So what that entails is obviously demanding and creating posters, creating flyers, getting your name around the school for people to vote for you to become a student council member. You will essentially be the voice of the student year. So you'll be able to bring all the student ideas, or hopefully bring their ideas to life. You'll also be able to help with different fundraising events, planning of school trips, and other necessities.
Thank you very much. I think we've got 2 more questions. Would you like to take them as well?
Yes. Sure.
There's a Thai student asking, she's in, she in grade 12, and if she and he can join the foundation course at Bosworth next January, or do she need to do like A levels?
Yeah, so I mean, you can definitely join the foundation at Bosworth. You can't, unfortunately, sorry, I've misread the question. Unfortunately, we don't offer a foundation in January. We only offer a foundation in September. That's because the foundation is usually a year program. The streams that we offer are business, science, and engineering. And then you have your foundation program, and then you can go on to, I think it's around 130 to 140 universities within the UK. Unfortunately, you would have to opt for the A-level program, starting if you wanted to start in January, or if you feel that your English isn't quite there yet. So what we like to look at is around a 6.0 at IELTS or equivalent for your English level, especially for a 5-term A-level program. It's only really for the brightest students. Even British students struggle to get onto the 5-term A-level program. So we need to make sure that you're academically capable and that your English is at a strong point. The other option for you would be to join the high school experience program and then go straight on to a foundation from next September. I hope that answers your question.
All right. And there's a Vietnamese student asking, if she hasn't taken her IELTS yet, does she have a chance at getting a scholarship from Bosworth?
Yeah, so you don't actually need IELTS. The only times you really need IELTS, if I'm not mistaken, is if you're 18 and older, and that would be for a student usually joining our A-level or foundation program. We have our own maths and entrance English exams. So you won't need an IELTS certificate to join the school or to try to sit the scholarship and achieve the scholarship.
Okay, awesome. I think that's all of our questions today, and yeah, I don't think we're getting any more questions than that. So thank you for joining us today. If we do have any student that like to inquire more about Bosworth, I will be sure to like reach out to you and all that. But I think that is all for today, unless you have any other short messages to like send to our students.
Just some closing words. So yeah, thank you very much for Ivy and her colleagues for setting up the Facebook Live event today, and thank you for everyone who joined the event and for your interesting questions, your insightful questions about Bosworth. I look forward to as many of you to join the school as possible. As I say to all students, it's definitely important to get a few offers on the table, and then you have a lot more time and a lot more choice to decide from as well. So yeah, thank you very much, everyone, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.
All right then, thank you. See ya. Bye.
Take care. Bye.